Look, everywhere you look online, there's someone telling you that you need one of these. A morning routine. Wake up at 5 a.m, cold shower, journal, gym by 5 o'clock or 5:30, have a green juice or protein shake, whatever have you. But if you're a dad with kids and responsibilities, surely that's just added pressure for no reason. For a lot of dads, routines feel like another thing to just fade at. Because if the kids wake up early for any reason, routine gone. Or if you're tired from work and stuff like that, routine gone. And then you feel like you've messed up before the day even starts. For me personally, I've tried doing the perfect routines, but I've also had weeks where there was no routine at all. I was kind of just going with the flow. And what I realized is the problem isn't routines, it's the pressure that we actually put on the routines. I don't really think dads need the strict routines, if I'm being honest. I think we need rhythms. Yeah, something that's flexible, something that we can actually stick to when life allows us to. But if for any reason, life isn't going to plan, I think we just need things that allow us to just go with the flow. So for me, for example, one of my morning routines is that I do get up in the morning and I do go to the gym, ideally at like 6 o'clock in the morning before the kids get up and stuff. Now, that is my go-to routine. Does it mean I stick to it every single day? Obviously not. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I slip up. I get tired. All of that stuff. But I guess routine is, yes, I go to the gym every day. Does it have to be at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? No. If it means I have to go after the school run, I'll go after the school run. If it means I have to go in the evening, then I'll go in the evening, if that makes sense. So I don't think it's about having certain things that you have to stick to. That's where the pressure builds up. Because I think if you're anything like me sometimes, where you wake up 2 minutes ahead of your kids, you've already failed the day. I think the key thing is waking up before your family needs you, because the whole thing about having some sort of morning routine, for me anyway, is about waking up early enough to be able to pour, like I said, was to be able to pour back into yourself before you start pouring out into your wife, into your kids, into your family, your friends, your work. A realistic morning for a dad might just be one or two things. Drinking some water, going to the gym, waking up 5 minutes, 5 minutes is a myth, but waking up 30 minutes, hour before your kids, just to have some peace and quiet. That's it. But the problem is we compare our mornings to people who don't even have children. This is the crazy part. Or people whose job is to literally film their morning routine. And that is not real life, for most dads anyway. Our goal is to start the day with a bit more energy, a bit more calm, a bit more control, so you don't feel like you're already behind before the day even begins. Simple. So do dads actually really need a morning routine? I just think we need something simple that helps us feel human before the day starts. That's it. No pressure, no perfection, no 5 a.m. morning routines. Yes, I always talk about going to the gym early. That's my thing. I love going to the gym, but that's my thing. So I go on about that because that's my thing. But if you're a dad out there and you're struggling to find your kind of balance or rhythm or routine in the mornings, and you feel like the day has already defeated you before you've even begun your day, and you're not waking up early, that is your key thing though. That's the only thing I will say I think parents or dads should stick to. Waking up ahead of your family. Not necessarily to get into the gym, not to have a green juice or anything crazy or an ice bath. Just wake up ahead of your family. Well, I'll give you my example, right? My kids get up between 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Now, before you go crazy in the comments, yeah, I know, I hear it all the time, especially if you've got younger kids. Some children are waking up at like 5 a.m, 4 a.m, 6 a.m. So realistically, there is no time for you to wake up ahead of your children. If that's you, cool, I feel for you. Things will get better in due time. I'm sure there's a workaround regardless of whatever that is, okay? But hear me out. I'm trying to just give you my example without trying to say that this is exactly what you should do. Because all I can do is really and truly speak from experience, okay? So where my kids wake up at between 7 and 7:30, that gives me at least an hour and a half, from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. If I get up ahead of them, knowing that I've got 2 hours to myself, I can choose to do whatever I need to do within that time. No demands from the missus, no demands from the kids. No, dad, can you help me do this? Dad, can you do this for me? Dad, can you fill my water? Dad, can you... No, there's none of that. There's no demands. There's no emails from any clients. There's no work stuff that needs doing between those hours. It is pure 2 hours for you to just do whatever you need to do. So for me, like I said, I choose to get to the gym. So ideally, I wake up at 5:30. Takes about 20 minutes to drive to the gym, have a quick workout, 35 minutes to 45 minutes, hour max. Then I'm in and I'm out, come home. And then if it's my day to get the kids ready, that's what I do, get straight onto it. But by the time I get home, I've already poured so much energy into myself that I can start to serve my family with a better version of myself, as opposed to trying to serve my family on empty. And I think that's what I'm trying to talk about. If you're not into the gym, but you do have time to wake up in the morning, please, I encourage you to try it. Wake up early ahead of your family and find whatever it is your thing. Like, Look, I want to show you this, guys. It's not something that I do often, but I do have a journal from the guys over at Mind Journal. Now, this journal is amazing. I'm not going to lie. It's quite hard for me, to just get a pen and paper and just talk about how I feel. But this Mind Journal actually has like different prompts that prompt you about how you're feeling, what you're going through in life, gets you to kind of like get everything that's out in here onto paper. So this is not a sponsored ad or anything like that, but I just saw it on my desk and I thought, why not show it to you guys? It's the Mind Journal. Definitely worth checking out. So I say all of this to answer this simple question. Do dads really need a morning routine? And I think the answer is yes. But it doesn't need to be complicated. We just need something simple that helps us feel human before the day starts. No pressure, no perfection. Something that just fits into your real everyday life. Something that helps you wake up in the morning feeling like you're in control. If you take anything away from this video, would be to stop comparing your life to what you see online. A lot of these people that do talk about their 5 a.m. morning routines, most of them don't even have children. Most of them haven't got anything to worry about apart from themselves. Now, that's amazing and I love that for them. But if you're a dad and you are comparing yourself to those kind of people, first of all, stop that ASAP. Find some other men, other dads, other husbands that are sharing a realistic maybe morning routine where, you know, that fits your life. So for example, if you've got younger kids, don't be watching maybe, you know, me per se, that has 8-year-old twins, for example, because my kids are probably not in a stage where you're at. If you've got a newborn baby that's not even sleeping through the night, and I'm telling you to wake up at 5 o'clock, absolute myth, okay? So find another dad that is navigating that same sort of period of life you're going through and seeing how they are showing up for themselves, for their kid, for their wife, because that might help you. So yeah, social media, make sure it's aligned with where you are in life right now. Stop trying to be following these influencers that are showing a life that is a bit too unrealistic. But yeah, guys, if you are new here, this is a space for men that are so busy looking after everyone around them that sometimes they forget to look after themselves. And I'm here to remind you that it's okay to take some time out for yourself, okay? It's not selfish. I actually encourage it. My wife encourages it. And I think, to be fair, if I'm being completely honest, I actually learned it from her. She's an advocate of, you know, parents taking time out for themselves and finding their identity outside of like parenthood. And I agree, man. I agree. I think, yeah, I am a dad, but that is not who I am in a nutshell. I'm a coffee lover. I love cars. I love tech. I love cameras. I love creating content. I love meeting people. I love going to the gym. I love playing tennis. There's so much more that comes before being a dad. Not saying that being a dad isn't important, no, but I think it is important that you do have an identity outside of fatherhood. So this space is kind of like, or this channel, should I say rather, is a space where I want you to be able to kind of tap into that and then start to like erase the guilty conscience that you might have when you are thinking about taking time out for yourself. Let me know your thoughts on this kind of topic as well. Like, do dads actually need a morning routine? Obviously, I feel like I've answered it in my personal opinion for me, but I would love to get your thoughts on this as well. Like, let me know. I really appreciate you guys rocking with me. If that did resonate with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you leave a thought down below in the comment section. And you know what? Most importantly, the one thing I want you to do is share this with another dad that needs to hear this. Let's go.